Rydal gestured toward the back wall of the room. You go and talk to my pets for a while. I won't be long. The idea of pets intrigued me. I thought of the parakeets that flocked around the St. Mary's market area, and wondered if she had a couple of those somewhere. There was a clear panel, floor to ceiling, separating the living room from a separate, much narrower chamber. At first, all I could see was vegetation, lots of leafy stems with exotic flowers. It was all too small and cluttered for parakeets, and I was perplexed. Then something moved. I had thought it was a flower, but it had wings, and with an abrupt internal shift I realized it was a butterfly. Now that I knew what to look for, I could see more in there, a couple of dozen of several different varieties. Most were resting, others were eating some sort of syrup. All at once, with no signal that I could see, 2 of them took flight, wings alight with colour as they danced around the chamber for a while before settling again. So how do you like my little friends? Rydal had come back while I'd been fascinated by the pair. I kept watching, hoping to see another one flying. I've never seen anything like it. They're quite extraordinary. I caught my breath as another pair took to the wing and circled each other for a while. It must be difficult keeping the environment just right for them. I didn't know much about butterflies, but I'd heard that ones this large needed a lot of heat and moisture. She moved close to the glass, watching the pair flit about. I looked at her reflected face, peaceful in contemplation of flight. Not very different to us humans when you compare it to what's outside of here. She gestured towards the ceiling. The first time I'd been on the Scilly Isles, I had been disturbed by the thought of airlessness so close. It had seemed different to the experience on board a ship, in some visceral way I could not explain. That had changed, and I was now unfazed by the thinness of the skin which kept me safe here. Instead, I was captivated by her words, and was imagining us as human butterflies, straying out of our inner system home, moving away from the sun which had overseen our birth. She turned suddenly, to catch me looking at her, and the spell was broken. Her anxiety and my shame resurfaced. Shall we go?